Okay, guys, today we are going to look at lesson 20. We're going to start with gerunds and gerund phrases. Put my glasses on so I can see. All right, so we want to know that a gerund is a verb form ending in ing that is used as a noun. Okay, we need to make sure that we do not get gerunds confused with present participles. I'll give you some examples down at the bottom because remember, present participles, they are ending in ing also, but they are acting as adjectives, not as nouns. Okay, so gerunds can function as subjects, direct objects, objects of the preposition, and the predicate noun. Here are some examples. Swimming in the ocean has been Sharon's passion since she was 5. Swimming, that is a verb ending in ing. However, it's acting as a noun. It's acting as a thing. So swimming in the ocean. We want to go one step further, practice some of yesterday's lessons. We can say that in the ocean is a prepositional phrase. And then since she was 5 is also a prepositional phrase. Okay, but swimming, direct object, ocean. Okay, so singing is one of my hobbies. Singing is a verb, but here it's acting as a thing. Singing is acting as a noun. That is a gerund. Singing is one of my hobbies. A good career for me might be nursing. Career, it's a thing, it's acting as a noun. All right, now moving on to gerund phrases. A gerund phrase is a gerund with complements or modifiers needed to complete its meaning. Remember, just like prepositions and participles, if it is a phrase, it has to be more than one word. So we have the gerund, which is one word, we have the preposition, which is one word, and the participle, which is one word. We make them phrases by adding modifiers to complete. All right, any modifier or complement needed to complete the meaning. All right, again, it always functions as a noun. Remember that. Gerund phrases, they are always going to function as a noun. So it is going to be usually a thing. We're going to have these phrases representing things. So example, eating ice cream on a windy day can be a messy experience if you have long hair. What are we doing? We are eating ice cream. When are we doing it? On a windy day. This whole thing is going to be our gerund phrase. Eating. What are we eating? Ice cream. When are we doing it? On a windy day. That whole thing is the phrase. All right, so here we're going to see that the gerund phrase is the subject of the linking verb can be. This is our linking verb right here, can be. What can be? Eating ice cream. So that's going to be the subject. If we go back up, it says a gerund phrase will always function as a noun. It will be subjects, subject complements, or object of the sentence. Here it's a subject. A more disastrous activity for long-haired people is blowing giant bubble gum bubbles with the car windows down. Here we go. So our gerund right here is blowing. And what are we going to do with that? We are going to be blowing giant bubble gum bubbles with the windows down. So with this, you guys can see that the gerund phrase is the subject complement of the verb is. Here's our verb. A more disastrous activity for long-haired people is blowing giant bubblegum bubbles with the car windows down. All right, so again, this is what we were talking about, not confusing gerund phrases with present participle phrases. Here, do not confuse the gerund with present participle. The present participle will act as an adjective, while the gerund acts as a noun. There's our big difference. Okay, we have verbs that are acting as nouns. We have verbs that are acting as adjectives. One is a gerund, one is a participle. So right here, Bernard hates buttering, there's an ing, buttering toast with a fork. There is a phrase ending in ing. This is going to be a gerund phrase. Why is it a gerund phrase? The direct object of the action verb hates. What does he hate? He hates buttering, okay? Buttering toast with a fork. Buttering toast with a fork, Bernard vowed that he would finally wash the pile of dirty dishes in the sink. Here again is an ing, buttering the toast with a fork. Also, it's at the beginning of the sentence. So we are going to add our comma. This is a present participle phrase. Why is it a present participle phrase? We want to look at what is it modifying, what is it describing. It is describing Bernard. It's telling us who is buttering the toast with the fork, Bernard. Okay, remember, as you guys are doing lesson 20, gerunds and gerund phrases, if you have any questions, reach out to me via Schoology. Also, I am having a live tomorrow. I'm going to upload a second link that's going to go over appositive and appositive phrases.